Hello everyone, my name is Damien. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today I'm going to show you how to host a Vue application for free. So all this information is coming from a blog over here that I will post in the link below. And I'm just going to show you how to execute these instructions pretty clearly. So I have a quick little GitLab project set up over here. Forgot the command there for a second, I just completely blanked out. But yeah, so we're just gonna quickly run it on our local host and see what it's gonna look like. So as you can see, the project is called Death Star Store. So it's just gonna be a little dummy site where we can sell our own Death Stars. Pretty cool. Local host. All right, perfect. So this is gonna be our Vue application over here. And we're gonna try and get this to be hosted inside of GitLab. So first thing we're gonna wanna do is create a new project, make it a blank one. And we should try to call it as or not as closely, but similar to what we named it in our Vue project. Later on, this will save us a step, and I'll mention where that is. So I'm just going to copy that if I can, paste that in there. Make the repository public so people can access the application. You can make it private, but there will also be an extra step that you'll have to do in order for people publicly to access it if it's a private repository. And we're just going to hit create project here. So I'm just going to go down here to push an existing folder. The Vue create tool creates Vue applications with with Git already initiated. So all we have to do is let our Git instance know where to go. So we're just going to define that. Git add dot like that. Give it an initial commit. And then we're just going to push this. Boom. And then our Git repository should be set up. Perfect. So now if we follow this documentation, there's two things we need to do is to define this GitLab CI.yaml file. So this is going to tell GitLab how to run and compile your Vue application. And this can be used for just about any type of application or any front-end framework. The script commands might change though. And then we also have to go into Vue config file if you don't already have this defined in your file. And then we just need to let Vue know where in production the public path would be. So this is where all your resources will be. And this is most likely going to be in the same as your project name. So that's why you want the GitLab repository to have the same name as your Vue application. All right, so over here, we're gonna go and create a new file called gitlab.ciyaml. And then we're gonna go grab this guy from here and just slap it in there and save that. And we're also going to create a vue.config file if it's not already defined, which I don't have. And then I'm going to grab the code from down here. My old tab isn't working for some reason. Paste that in there, save it, and now we should be able to run some git commands. Stage it for commit, commit it, -m, added GitLab configs, and we could do a git push. All right, so now if we go over here to GitLab, we should see our two new files over here. And also, if we go to pipelines, you'll see that there's a job running, and this job is going to be what is executing inside of your GitLab CI YAML file. So it's going to run an npm clean install, an npm run build, which is the build script that comes with your Vue application, move the public folder to some public Vue folder. So this comment over here explains that this is some sort of hook that GitLab uses in order to know where to find resources. And then we move the dist folder. And if you don't know what the dist folder is, it is the where all your compiled source code goes when you run the npm build. You can actually even run it locally over here, and you'll see that a dist folder is created inside of your project after you run this command. And this is just all your source code all bundled up in one area. So that's what's your GitLab application is going to be referencing. And then this just seems like some extra instruction to help. You can activate gzip for, sorry, I have no idea what this does, to be honest, but it needs to be there. Just follow it and it'll work, I promise. All right, so that passed. So you could do this manually, but if you follow these steps, you'll notice that in your GitLab Pages tab, if you go to Settings Pages under your project, you'll notice that a page has been created and you actually have a temporary link. It might take a few minutes for this link to start working, but I promise it will, and once it does, I will show that up on screen. And also you can configure your DNS to work this as well by hitting new domain, death star store, whatever. Let's encrypt, right? So you tell GitLab what the domain is, create domain, and then you just need to put these settings inside of your DNS provider. So I will show you an example of how I did that. Take note of this verification code because you'll have to use it, and same with this. And again, that will take, again, a couple hours even, depending on where you are, for that to all to register. Thank you for watching and have a nice day. Hey, one last thing I forgot to add in the video and that is to show you how to make your GitLab Pages app publicly available if you have a private repository. So you're going to want to go to your project settings, general, then under visibility, project features, permissions, you expand that. This should be set to private. And if you scroll down to pages, you want to change this from only project members to everyone. Thanks and good luck, everyone.